media discussions have formed the basis for the themes presented in this video. Here you can also see graphics created with artificial intelligence techniques. Sharing what we have learned is the driving force of this video. Our greatest hope is that this video finds a meaningful plus for you. Also, this is a speculation about the 2025 Fiat Topolino EV, a community weaving loom, the Topolino and its impact on urban social structures and interactions. Envision the Topolino as more than just a vehicle. Instead, see it as an active node in the social fabric of a city, serving as a catalyst for hyperlocal social networks. An integrated platform that functions as a hyperlocal social network in real time could be developed by Fiat and made available through the vehicle's interface. Not only would this facilitate ride-sharing, but it would also bring people together through common interests, geographical closeness, and current events. Notifications regarding local art exhibits, spontaneous community get-togethers, or critical needs might reach Topolino users in their area. Imagine the Topolino as a moving town square where people meet one another on the fly and build close-knit communities. A new social group known as Topolino tribes may form around common interests or ideals and use the cat as a badge of honor. Making this change would mean moving away from city life as a bystander and toward an active participant. The Topolino and the leveling of the urban property ownership playing field. The existing system of private automobile ownership is fundamentally unequal and benefits the well-off. The Topolino has the ability to disrupt this model with its emphasis on community-driven fleets and fractional ownership. Envision a community cooperative where members share the ownership and management of a fleet of Topolinos, which are available to everyone in the area through a subscription system. This would make transportation more accessible to all, lessen the need for individual cars, and free up much-needed city space. Additionally, communities might establish a distributed autonomous organization, DAO, with blockchain technology to oversee the fleet. This would give citizens a say in matters such as vehicle usage, maintenance, and expansion. Some contemporary urban planning projects, like the Topolino and the experience-based urbanism movement, put practicality and efficiency ahead of residents' quality of life. The Topolino's open layout and leisurely pace could inspire a resurgence of urban environments that are more participatory and engaging for the senses. Envision cities reimagining their streets to make room for micromobility and pedestrians, establishing Topolino zones where people and cars can live in peace. In some areas, the city might become a vibrant stage with performance spaces, pop-up shops, and interactive art exhibits. As an example, Fiat and urban planners may work together to develop Topolino routes, which would feature augmented reality overlays that showcase notable sites, lesser-known attractions, and interesting sensory experiences. In this age of digital urbanism and other fully immersive experiences, rigid boundaries, consider the Topolino's windshield as a blank slate for augmented reality urban narratives. This would be a fantastic use of the vehicle's technology. Interactive stories, historical recreations, and virtual art displays could become available to users as they explore the city. Imagine it like a traveling museum, with the city itself serving as the centerpiece. Together with game designers and storytellers, Fiat might turn cities into fantastical playgrounds for people's imaginations. Building haptic urban interfaces with the Topolino, the urban experience is more than just what the senses of sight and sound can convey. If Fiat wanted to provide the Topolino's passengers more tactile feedback and sensory sensations, they may look into incorporating haptic technology into the car's interior. Think about how cool it would be to use haptic gloves to feel the textures of various cityscapes or to feel the vibrations of the city via the car seats. As a result, one would feel a deeper, more personal bond to the city. One possible usage for the Topolino is the development of virtual reality urban sanctuaries, portable virtual reality environments that could provide a welcome escape from the increasingly crowded cityscape. Envision the Topolino converted into a traveling meditation hall where people may get away from the hustle and bustle of city life and enjoy some virtual art or nature. This would bring a feeling of calm and oneness with nature right in the middle of the metropolis. Exploring the unknown, philosophical and ethical considerations of advanced integration. Topolino and the sentient urban mobility conundrum, with the further development of artificial intelligence and bio-integrated technology. The Topolino has the potential to transform into a self-aware urban being that can perceive, understand, and respond to its surroundings. The implications for our understanding of AI's rights, our place in the universe, and the nature of consciousness are far-reaching and complex. Are Topolino rights warranted? How can we guarantee that the AI respects human dignity? How do we make sure it doesn't end up being used for controlling or monitoring people? Discover the Topolino and how it could shape bio-integrated urban ecosystems. Think of the Topolino as a vital component of a dynamic urban environment. It may have algae-powered bioluminescent lights, plants that clean the air by absorbing pollutants, and materials that can mend themselves through biological mechanisms. The boundaries between technology and nature would become more porous as a result of this mutually beneficial relationship between the car and its surroundings. A future for the Topolino and the study of quantum urbanism. Looking far into the future, the ship has the potential to serve as a research platform for quantum urbanism, an approach to city planning that manipulates the very fabric of reality to design flexible and responsive public spaces. Although it's far-fetched, the Topolino may be able to teleport or exist in more than one place at once if quantum entanglement is used for transportation and communication. What impact would this have on our perception of time and space? In this case, what moral questions might emerge? Creating tomorrow's cities through a radical, decentralized, and eco-friendly urban renaissance. The Topolino as a representation of decentralized urban governance. The Topolino's capacity for neighborhood-based administration and ownership could motivate a change to decentralized urban planning, in which citizens have more say over their immediate surroundings. Envision communities banding together to establish Topolino councils charged with overseeing shared fleets, formulating neighborhood mobility rules, and distributing city resources. More equitable and environmentally friendly cityscapes could be the result of this empowered community-shaping capacity. The Topolino and the return of artisan urbanism. Craftspeople and artists in the area could be inspired to produce one-of-a-kind cars thanks to the Topolino's adaptable design and localized manufacturing. Envision Topolino workshops where locals can work together on creative projects, learn how to modify their cars, and play around with different materials. In addition to lessening the ecological footprint of mass production, this would encourage local craftsmanship and originality. Regenerative urban ecosystems could use the Topolino as an accelerator. In this vision, cityscapes are planned to function similarly to natural systems in order to re-establish ecological harmony. Envision the Topolino delivering supplies for urban woods and vertical farms, two examples of green infrastructure initiatives. Renewable energy sources might power its electric motor, and they could be built with the components that are easy to recycle and reuse. With this setup, we can establish a closed-loop system in which the automobile helps keep cities healthy and thriving. With a little creative thinking, we may start to perceive the 2025 Fiat Topolino for what it really is, a vehicle with the power to revolutionize city life.